Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Yesterday we have discussed about some triple integral questions, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Today also I am continuing with this triple integral only. If suppose any
Okay.
question we have discussed already yesterday, just tell me, okay? I think we
Okay.
have not discussed this problem yesterday.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
let us go for this question. So here you see all three limits are the constant limits. Okay, na? All the
Yeah.
three limits are constant limits means what happened? Choice is yours. You can either integrate with respect to x first, then with respect to y, then with respect to z. Choice is yours.
Mm-hmm.
Any order you can go. Okay. So
Okay.
let me go for this way. Like this one, I am assuming the limits of x. This one, I am assuming the limits of y. And this last one, I am assuming the limits of z. So I am going to start our integration with respect to x. If you want to mention, okay, you can mention. Otherwise, make a particular region for x. It indicates that you are
Okay.
integrating with respect to x only. E power 0 to 1. Now, this e power xyz, e power xyz, for this particular region with respect to x, y and z becomes a constant. So what I will do it here is, let us do it one more step here so that you can better understand it, what is going on. 0 to 1 again.
Mm-hmm.
This e to the power of x plus y plus z. Can I write like this? E power x into e power y into e
Into
power z.
was it? Yeah. Yeah.
Right now, this is dx, this is dy, this is dz. Now it is convenient to pull the terms which are not containing x outside. Integral 0 to 1. We can pull e power y into e power z outside, and we specify the region for x here. Integral 0 to 1 e power x, e power x, this dx, this close it, this is dy, and this is dz. Is that clear?
Okay.
What is the integration of e power x?
Mm-hmm.
Integration of e power x is e power x only, right?
Okay.
Integration of e power x is e power x
E
only.
power X.
E power y into e power z into e power x integration is e power x
E
itself,
power X.
and their limits are from 0 to 1, and this dy and this dz must be as it is, which can also be written as integral 0 to 1, integral 0 to 1 e power y into e power z. Now here the rule is upper limit minus lower limit. It means upper limit e power 1, e itself, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And minus e power 0
Zero to.
value is 1, always remember. E power
Mm-hmm.
0 value is 1. So this is 1. Lower limit answer is 1 into
One.
dy into dz.
PZ.
Clear?
Yeah.
Now you see e minus 1 is a constant in any
Mm-hmm.
case, either with respect to y or with respect to z. In every case, e minus 1 will be a overall constant. So we pulled out
Constant.
totally out of the integral, and we start integrating with respect to y. In that case, e power z will be a constant here. Now specify the region for e power y here. E power y dy. This will be closed into dz. Now again the same story here. E minus 1 will be outside. This 0 to 1 will be out integral. E power z as it is. Now here upper limit minus lower limit, same story. E power 1 is e only. I don't want to write. E power 0 is 1. E power 0 is 1. Okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I wrote direct step. Let us do it one more. Actually, integration of e power y is e power y only. This is e power y only.
Okay.
And the limits are 0 to 1. Then dz. Then we write that step. This is e minus 1 integral 0 to 1 e power z must be as it is. This is upper limit minus lower limit means e minus 1 again. Upper limit e power 1 is e only, e power 0 is 1. So that dz is left. Once again, e minus 1 we can pull out. E minus 1 and that e minus 1, one more is there outside. This together becomes e minus 1 whole square, right?
Yeah.
E minus 1 whole
Minus
square,
1 whole square.
integral 0 to 1 e power z dz. Then the next step is e power z integration is once again what? E power z only, right?
E power z, yeah.
E minus 1 whole square, e minus 1 whole square, e power z integration is e power z only, and their limits are 0 to 1, and then dz. Once again, the same story, upper limit minus lower limit, e minus 1 whole square into upper limit is e, and lower limit is 1, e power 0 is 1. Together, this final answer of this question is e minus 1
E
whole
minus 1
cube.
whole cube.
That's end of this problem.
Okay.
You want to see from the beginning? See once.
Okay. Okay, sir. Next
Okay.
question.
Next question. The next question is.
Sir, you didn't send yesterday's PDF also.
Today I will send it. Today I will send it.
Yeah.
Today I am on leave, so that is why I don't want to waste the time
Okay.
while taking your class. If you want, I will take one more also.
Okay, sir.
But after this class, I need some break.
Yeah, yeah, sir. Okay.
0 to 1, 0 to 1. And here the integral value is root over x square plus y square, x square plus y square, and this is y. So this here is x, y, z. And here we have the order also in a different way. Dz is there first, and in our question dy is there, then dx is there. Now the solution. Once again, that same situation arises. First limit is a constant limit. Second limit is a constant limit. Now, if you see the third limit, it is in terms of x and y.
X and Y.
So,
Yeah, so it is
which
the
limit?
Z limit. Z.
Exactly. Nice, you're doing correct, mashallah. This is 0 to 1. This is 0 to 1. Now, you don't have any option, right? It's the third limit is in
Yeah.
terms of x and y, means obviously it is the limits of z. In this case,
Yeah.
you have to integrate your function with respect to z only,
Z
and
only.
you don't have
Yeah.
any other option, right? So
Okay.
let me start integrating with respect to z, and clearly we have to mention this is the limits of z, x square plus y square. Okay, if you have a constant limit, then choice is yours. Okay, and if it is z over, so out of these two we can assume anyone is y, and this anyone is for x, right? You have to mention
Yeah.
here, compulsory you have to mention
Okay.
z dz, and rest of the terms which are not containing z, like x and y, we can write here out of that region. Is that clear?
Okay.
dy into dx. Now what is the integration of z?
Uh,
Z
Z
means z
dz
power
is
1.
1.
No, z power 1 form it is.
Okay. 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 So Z square by 2.
Exactly, z square by 2. This is xy into integration of z is z square by 2, and their limits are z is equal to root of x square plus y square, and upper limit is y, and here we have dy, and here we have dx also. Now 1 by 2 is a constant.
Yeah. So we'll
We
take it
can
out.
throw out, totally out.
Yeah.
1 by 2 totally out. X is equal to 0 to 1. Y is equal to 0 to 1 again. Xy must be there. Now upper limit minus lower limit. Upper limit in place of z, if you put y, it is becomes y square. Minus lower limit in place of z, if you put this root value, square and root cancel it out. We are getting x square plus y square.
Y square.
Right now, this bracket close.
Yeah.
This is dy, and this dx must be as it is. Now, this minus, we have to open this bracket along with this minus sign. This is equal to 1 by 2 into integral x is equal to 0 to 1. X is equal to 0 to 1. Y is equal to 0 to 1 again. This xy must be as it is. This bracket, this is y square. We can multiply with the minus sign. Minus x square.
X square.
Minus y
Minus y
square.
square.
And this
Cancel.
close it. Dy and dx.
Dx.
So what cancel? This one
Minus y and plus y square. Yeah.
cancel. Now, whatever the terms left now, we have to multiply with that term also. So what I will do it, we'll keep it, we'll pull it minus out, only minus sign out.
Okay.
Minus sign out means minus 1 by 2 out. X is equal to 0 to 1. X is equal to 0 to 1. And y is equal to 0 to 1 again. And whatever left out now, that we have to multiply with xy. So we are getting our answer is x cube into y. Right now?
Okay. Yeah.
dy into dz. Now I want to integrate this function with respect to y. In that case, what? X will be a constant. Correct?
Yeah.
This is minus 1 by 2. Integral x is equal to 0 to 1. Okay, na? So with respect to y means x cube is outside. We have to specify the reason for y is equal to 0 to 1. This is y dy. This is y dy. And then close it into dx. Again, the same story. Integration of y becomes y square by
2.
2. So what I'll do it here is, the 2 I want to write initially here like that. 1 by 4 I want
1 by 4.
X is equal to, no need to mention that is x limits, is understood now. X cube. Now it is y square. Y square, already 2 we wrote outside. This is y is equal to 0 to 1. Y is equal to 0 to 1. So now you see, if you after applying the limit, and I told you before also, if you are integrating with respect to z now, after applying the limit, no more z available.
No more z term. Yeah.
Yes, if z term is there means you are doing wrong. Okay, you see, after applying the limit, upper limit minus lower limit, no more z available. Here also, if I am applying the limit, after applying the limit,
y
no
should be
more y
available.
should be there. If it is there means you are doing wrong. Minus 1 by x, minus 1 by 4. This is 0 to 1. This is x cube. This is upper limit minus lower limit. What happened? It should be 1 minus 0 only.
Yeah.
Right now? So finally, we have to integrate this function with respect to x only. Minus 1 by 4 into. And now I am doing directly x cube integration is x power 4 by 4. Right now?
Yeah.
0 to 1. Because 1 minus 0 I am not considering. So finally, my answer is 1 by minus 1 by 4 into upper limit minus lower limit means
Lower
we are
limit.
getting one more time 1 by 4. So the answer is, overall answer is minus 1 by
minus 1 by 8. 16.
So
16.
16, it is 16.
Yeah.
So this is the question where limits are in terms of another variable, right?
Yeah.
See from the beginning. And today I'll stop the triple integrals. For the next section, I'll go for some word problems where the limits are not clear. Look at the situation, and depending upon the situation, we frame the limits and we integrate the function.
Okay.
This is because the third limit is complicated and it is in terms of xy means obviously z limits. So we have to integrate with respect to z, then applying the limit. Then we have to pull the terms which are not containing y, that is x cube outside. Then finally we have to integrate. Moreover, I am sending the PDF and as well as recording. Okay, need not to worry about it.
Okay.
Next question I am going. The question is evaluate integral 0 to 2 integral 0 to y integral 0 to x 0 to x. The question is dx dy dz. That's it. This is the question. Now
Yeah.
solution. We have to assume this value is equal to I. That is step number 1 always. Let I is equal to integral 0 to 2. This is 0 to y. This is 0 to x. Dx dy dz. Now you see the limits. First limit is 0 to x, means it may be the limits of y or maybe z.
Z, yeah.
Okay. Second limit is in terms of y, means it is either for x limits or
X
z
or
limits.
Z. Yeah.
So what we have to do, we have to assume in any way, like we start like this one. I am assuming, choice is yours. Okay, assuming this is a
Okay.
z limit. So obviously this is becomes x limits now,
Yeah.
and this
And
is,
that's Y limit.
that's how your choice. You can either assume this one is y, and then it is becomes for z. Okay,
Okay.
there is no problem at all if you change the order also. It is not compulsory
Okay.
that what
Okay.
I am doing you have to do in the same way. Okay,
Yes, sir.
y is equal to 0 to 2, y is equal to 0 to 2, x is equal to 0 to y, x is equal to 0 to y. Now we specify the region for z. Z is equal to 0 to x, 1 dz. This close it. This is dy and then dx. Now what is the integration? 1 dz. 1 dz is nothing but
Z.
z only.
Z. Yeah.
I is equal to, here y value is 0 to 2, x value 0 to y, and 1 dz is z, and the limits are z is equal to 0 to x dy and dx. And then same story, upper limit minus lower limit. So when applying that limit, I is equal to, y value is from 0 to
0 to 2.
2, x value is from 0 to y, and now upper limit minus lower limit. In place of x, if you put z, this is upper limit, minus lower limit is 0.
0. Yeah.
Okay, then dy and dx as it is. Now we have to integrate this function with respect to y or x करेंगे. Okay.
Okay. ठीक है.
So this is equals to integral y is
X
equal to
minus 0 will become constant, na, sir?
x minus 0 becomes x only. No, it should not be out because we are integrating with respect to x only now.
Okay. Okay.
Y x is equal to 0 to y. X dx I am doing
Okay.
into dy. Now x dx becomes integration of x dx.
X square by 2.
Exactly. By 2 now outside.
Okay.
I is equal to that by 2 will be outside. That by 2 outside. And this is 0 to 2. And now it is becomes x square by 2 already we have taken outside. Now x
Yeah.
varies from 0 to y and dy. नाउ आप वेरिफिकेशन भी देख सकते हैं, जैसे जैसे अपन 1 बाय 1 स्टेप चलते जा रहे हैं, जैसा कि आप एक्स करें, एक्स के बाद जो बच जा रहा वो वाई की वैल्यूज रहना, मतलब आप एग्जैक्टली
ओके,
सही जा रहे हो।
ठीक है।
देखिए आप अपर लिमिट माइनस लोअर लिमिट, सो व्हाट इज लेफ्ट ऑफ वाई स्क्वायर ओनली, वाई स्क्वायर माइनस जीरो, आई एम नॉट राइट, वाई स्क्वायर
जीरो,
ओनली।
या
देखिए
वाई
फाइनली
स्क्वायर।
जो वेरिएबल वहां पे है उसके ही वैल्यू बचा वहां पे, मतलब आप
हम्म।
एक्यूरेट सही जा रहे हो। ऐसा अगर आपको हो रहा कि यहाँ एक्स स्क्वायर या डीएक्स आ रहा समझो, मतलब आप गलत कर रहे हो।
तो रॉन्ग, ओके।
हाँ आप गलत जा रहे हो। एक के बाद एक एलिमिनेट होना और जो वेरिएबल वहां पे है वही बचना, इट मीन्स आप सही
ओके,
जा रहे हो। वाई स्क्वायर इंटीग्रेशन इज वाई क्यूब बाई 3,
या
द लिमिट्स आर 0 to 2,
2, या
this is 1 by 3 to the 6 outside, upper limit is 2 power 3, lower limit I am not writing, this is 2 power 3 is 8, 8 by 6, 2 4 जा and 2 3 जा,
2 3 जा
the
4
answer
by
is
3
4 by 3. This is end of this problem.
ओके।
So any type of questions, just got the idea, हाँ?
यस
Limit
सर, यस।
different way में limits है तो कैसा करना है आपको, okay? And let us do one more question. Though the question is number 4, evaluate integral 0 to 1, integral y square to 1, integral 0 to 1 minus x, x dz dx dy। अच्छा अगर आप सोचे तो क्वेश्चन में हिंट रहता थोड़ा बहुत, अगर आप सोच के चले तो देखिए मैं बोलता हूँ सोल्यूशन।
अच्छा,
क्वेश्चन में उन्हें हिंट दे देता आपको, वो एक्स के कौन से वाई के कौन से, वी नीड नॉट टू वरी, some of the hint will be definitely given in the question. In this question
ओके,
particularly, in every question is there, but if you want to see that what are the limits of x and what are the limits of y, there is a some hint which is given in our question also, that I will tell you how it is, how to identify, how to see that
ओके।
x dz dx
डी एक्स डी
dy.
एक्स डी वाई।
So what I told you, this inside limit is for z now,
या
this is for x
एक्स
and this is for y.
और वाई,
Now look at
ऑब्वियसली।
here, it is the third limit is in terms of x, so either it is the limits of y or z, so we
या
assume that it is z. If the second limit is in terms of y, means maybe either it is the limits of z or y,
एक्स और जेड, एक्स और जेड।
x or z, but z is already over, means definitely x, so
या
x. Okay na, like that also you
यस
can
सर।
easily verify, it is there in our question only, the hint is there.
ओके,
So we start integrating with respect to z only, so we have to mention also, this is limits of z, this is z limits, this is x limits, and this is obviously y limit.
वाई लिमिट्स।
This
या
is I is equal to y is equal to 0 to 1, and then x is equal to y square to 1, and we have to specify the region, because we are integrating with respect to x, there is no need of x 1, sorry here 0, एक काम करेंगे इरेज कर दो इसको, तो like that z is equal to 0 to 1 minus x, okay na, 1 dz, this will be close it, this is dx, this is
डी
dy.
वाई,
Now 1 dz is,
जेड ओनली।
of course, y is equal to 0 to 1, x is equal to y square to 1 again, x as it is,
Okay.
1 dz is z, and their limits are z is equal to 0 to 1 minus x. This is dx and this is dy. Now upper limit
Okay.
minus upper limit
Lower
minus
limit.
lower limit. Upper limit minus lower limit is the rule here. So you see here when I am writing this value, I is equal to ठीक है. सेकंड इंटीग्रेशन डेफिनेटली विद रेस्पेक्ट टू एक्स होना चाहिए, है ना.
Yeah. Yeah.
अब देखिए आप, इफ यू अप्लाई द लिमिट, definitely the question will convert in terms of x only, you see.
X only. Yes.
If it is not like that, means you are doing wrong.
Okay.
Upper limit minus lower limit, 1 minus x, lower limit is
Minus
0,
0
you need to write
to 0.
this is
Okay.
dx left off, then dy.
X minus
So
x
next
square.
order will be with respect to y. Now you notice all the terms which are containing x only, it is left off here.
Yeah.
It means you are doing correct.
Mhm.
Y is equal to 0 to 1. Now we have to integrate with respect to x this function. We have to specify the region. X is equal to y square to 1. Now I want to multiply also here. X minus x square. X minus x square dx, and then bracket close, then dy. Now integration of x is x square by 2, and the integration of x square is x cube by 3, right?
Yeah.
This is y is equal to 0 to 1, and now bracket x integration is x square by 2 minus x square integration is
X cube by 2.
cube by 3, and their limits are x is equal to y
Y
square
square
into
to
y
1.
square to 1 into dy. Now last we have to integrate with respect to y. Now you see, after simplifying, our function will convert it to y only.
Okay.
Now see, upper limit is, in place of x, if you put 1, so 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. This is overall upper limit minus lower limit. In place of x, if you put y square, then what is becomes y power 4 by 2, correct?
Yeah.
In place of x, y square whole square, y power 4 minus, in
Yeah.
place of x again, y square whole power 3. 2 3s are 6, y power 6
Y6.
by
Y
3,
power 6.
and then this is dy. Now these two are anyhow constant, we can take out also, and whatever it is left after taking out, that is a function of y only,
Okay.
correct? No?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So then we have to simplify this one. If you want to simplify, this together becomes 1 by 6. This together becomes 1 by 6.
1 by
A
6.
is equal to, if you take the LCM and simplify, you will get that is 1 by 6. That this is 0 to 1. Now no need to mention. This is 1 by 6 minus y power 4 by 2 minus into minus plus y power 6 by 3 into
By
d.
3.
See, whatever left of that is the terms of y only. And
Yeah.
some students in hurry, they'll take 1 by 6 outside. How is that possible? 1 by 6 is not outside. Now finally we
Okay.
have to integrate this function with respect to y. This is equals to, what is the integration of 1 by 6 with respect to y? 1 by
1 by
6y.
6.
I'll give you the example. 1
Yeah.
by 6, we are integrating with respect to y, right?
Yes.
It means
Yes.
that 1 by 6 is a constant. It will come out 1 dy. So this is
Okay.
become 1 by 6 into y.
Y. Yeah.
Okay. Constant integration with respect to जो भी variable है वो variable लिख देना. 1 by 6
Okay.
with respect to x means 1 by 6x. 1 by 6 with respect to z means 1 by 6z.
1 by
With respect to
6.
जो भी
Okay.
variable है वो multiply में आ जाता. Minus
ठीक है.
y power 4 integration is y power 5 by 5 2s are 10 plus y power 6 integration is y power 7 by 7 3s are 21. right?
Yeah.
7 3s are 21, and their limits are from 0 to 1. Though this is I is equal to, now upper limit minus lower limit, 1 by 6 into 1, no need to write, minus 1 power 5 is 1 only, 1 by 10
1 by 10
plus 1
plus
by
1 by
21,
21.
and lower limit anyhow it is 0. If you have a
All 0.
calculator, just calculate and tell me. Do you have a calculator?
Yes, yes, sir.
Just calculate and tell me this value.
One by 6 minus 1 by 10 plus 1 by 21. 0.114 it is.
Do not convert the answer into a decimal. I forget to tell you. Every time the answer of integration should be in a fraction form only.
Okay, so it should be always
Fraction form. What is the answer in fraction?
minus plus 1 by 4 by 35. Yeah.
That's 4 by 35 is the answer. Actually मेरे को पता है answer, but मैं आपसे
Okay,
करवाना
okay.
चाह रहा हूँ बस.
ठीक है.
ठीक है? Okay.
Okay, sir.
This is the problems we have discussed. Triple integrals. And if you want one more class, give me some time. Then if
Okay.
you want, I will schedule one more class. Today I'm on leave. I can take one more. So this
Okay.
is the PDF and as well as the recording. I will send it to you.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Thank you.